Nighttime baseball now from Progressive Field here in the Buckeye State of Ohio. Tonight it's a matchup of the Show versus the Farm between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Cleveland Indians. It's Indians baseball, and it comes your way next. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
Anthony Gose heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder number 12, Anthony Gose.
And we are underway now from Cleveland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Around third and being waved on home.
And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Something you don't see all that often, and it's still one of the most exciting plays in all of the game as far as I'm concerned. I was thinking that he might get held up at third, but he was having none of that. He had that inside-the-park home run on his mind from the get-go, and sure enough, he winds up getting it all.
Darryl Sinclair will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes it deep.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Theo Courtney comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it, to the shortstop, or actually anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Steven Rios stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Lester Rogers set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Here's Casey McGee. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Two down, runners at first and second. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Swung on, missed, 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Mudheads are on top, 1-0. Ross Samuels, a right-hander from the state of Maryland, is on the mound here. EK, what do you got?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Carlos Santana comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tribe, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit hard to short, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to have to be careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word from the dugout is. But here's one more look at it. Man, that's tough to tell if he was out for sure from that angle. And I can see why this was a really tough call on the umpire.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Poor base running there, got him caught in a hot box between first and second, and they'll run him down and tag him for the out. Mike Paulino makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second, and that's in there for strike one. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
You can tell he's got sinker on the mind, because he definitely undercut that one.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. John Hicks will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate. Anthony Gose. Remember, he led off the ball game with that inside the park home run. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Late square, and this is popped up. Gomes able to look this one in for the first out. Stepping in, Darryl Sinclair. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. But the runner's back easily. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And not in time as the second run scores. Theo Courtney steps forward here with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Steven Rios is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's behind the runner to first. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Lester Rogers steps up to the plate looking for a little revenge after getting hit with a pitch his first time up. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-0 ball game.
And you wonder now how close they are to chasing this starting pitcher. That's 5 runs home now in this inning alone. And in most cases, That's pretty much enough for a manager to pull the plug.
Casey McGee is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Mike Paulino gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this goes right past him. Oh, my. That might plate two. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And not in time as the second run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. John Hicks will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Make it 9-0. Dixon Machado steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Napoli is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Big inning for him, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. Mike Napoli will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Settling in now, Michael Brantley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. Courtney takes it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth,
Jose Ramirez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Line drive to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Anthony Gose is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
the batter,
Darryl Sinclair steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
It's hard to believe that for all the runs that have been scored, this is just their first walk of the ball game. What they've gotten, they've had to earn it, and they're going to get another base runner right now.
Theo Courtney stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
now batting,
Steven Rios is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 1-1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Kluber pauses. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Oh, that is a great call right there. They really needed a strikeout in that spot, and they got it. And now with one away, you can even get out of this scot-free if you can get a ground ball here.
Standing in now, Lester Rogers, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here's the 0-2. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit in the air out to left field. After it is Brantley. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And with 1 out and the bases loaded, this isn't the worst thing that could happen to you if you're out there on the mound. They do give up 1 run with the sacrifice fly, but with 2 outs now, they're much closer to avoiding what could have been a huge inning.
Here's Casey McGee, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
That curveball needs to be down. He's gotten a little lazy with it here. Be careful.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone.
And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. 3-1. Here it is. Again to third. And he saw it coming that time. Back in standing. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And this goes right past him. Oh, my. That might plate 2. And not in time as the second run scores. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Paulino, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. In the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored. A wild pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
Now batting, catcher
John Hicks stands in, the 8th man to bat in the inning, as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Next pitch coming up here will make it an even 100 for the ball game. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mud Hens lead it 12-0. Lonnie Chisenhall digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Hicks scoops it up, and he's set down, 1 away.
Batting 8.
Yan Gomes stands in for the first time. Ground ball left side. Fielded by McGee. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Batting 9th. Center fielder, number 30.
Number 30 settles into the box for his first chance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Line softly toward the hole, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. 3 innings complete. The Mudheads are on top, 12-0.
Leading off for Toledo, shortstop
Dixon Machado stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
now batting.
Now in the box, Darryl Sinclair. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Lays off 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that...
And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
These will add up. I mean, in that spot, a single gets you 2 runs. And, heck, just putting it in play probably gets you 1. Instead, he comes back to the dugout with nothing.
Theo Courtney digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. First pitch on its way. And this one gets away. That could be a run. And it is a run.
File this under. When it rains, it pours. He's just kind of imploding out there now. And this pitch gets away from him, and it's going to allow another run to come in and score.
And this one is past him, and that could be a run. It is. 1 out, nobody on. Outside and low, 3-0. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Steven Rios is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball two. You see anything mechanically that leaps out at you about what might be going wrong?
I just kind of think he's overthinking things out there. You hear catchers talk about telling pitchers to trust their stuff, and I think right now he's just not trusting his stuff. Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Into the box now, Lester Rogers, again to third. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Well, I think he's getting frustrated with his inability to get ahead of hitters. This is not the kind of guy you want to fall behind 2-0.
And he'll be in there at second without a throw, in fact.
With 2 outs, this is a great time to try it. I mean, hey, get into scoring position and give this guy a chance to bring you in with just a simple base hit.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And this rain is intensifying now. This is as hard as it's come down all night.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Third baseman,
Casey McGee is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Second and third, 2 away. 3-0 now.
But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, you shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
Cleveland Indians Charities was established in
Mike Paulino is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Mud Hens lead it 14-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
That evens it up 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Paulino sprinting after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Striding into the box, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, and this ball's center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
Francisco Lindor, the hitter now. He was gunned down at second, attempting to stretch a single his first time up.
You know what? I'm not sure if that was on him or the first base coach, but it obviously didn't work out. It took a good throw to get him, though.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Calling for it, McGee. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. Nothing doing for the Indians there. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. John Hicks heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is. He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Digging in, Dixon Machado. He drew a walk his first time up. That's popped up now towards short right field. Kipnis onto the grass. He's there, but oh, he missed it.
Not to make excuses here, but sometimes when you play behind a pitcher that strikes out a lot of guys, you can get a little flat-footed out there if you're not involved in the action. And here, he just doesn't look this one into the glove, and they'll hit him with an error.
Anthony Goes is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Well, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
And I'm just surprised that no one in his dugout has seen enough. I mean, This guy is done out there. D-U-N. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Darryl Sinclair ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. First offering on its way. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Around third and being waved on home.
And the run will score all the way from first. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook, well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Digging in, Steven Rios. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Throw to the plate, and this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Lester Rogers stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't net.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mudheads are on top, 17-0. Mike Napoli will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Long throw. He got him. Great arm strength on that throw.
The batter, right fielder
Michael Brantley will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
baseman,
Jose Ramirez, the hitter now. He was gunned down at second, attempting to stretch a single his first time up. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is... Casey McGee steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that could be trouble.
Mike Paulino.
Mike Paulino is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Number 55.
John Hicks stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And he takes ball one. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And I think there's two ways you can kind of look at this hit by pitch. On the one hand, it's a little suspicious simply because these guys have scored so many runs already, but at the same time, at some point, you've got to put a stop to guys diving out over the plate. And this may be that time.
And it's quickly 0-2. On the ground for Kipnis, this could be two. The tag gets one, but one's all they get as the run scores. Anthony Gose steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. And the run is in to score from third. Darryl Sinclair will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment. But he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
In there, a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And with that, they're up to an even 20 runs now in the game. And I'll tell you, I like high-scoring ball games as much as the next guy, but enough is enough already. Call off the dogs, man.
Theo Courtney comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Snap throw from the catcher, but he's back in safely. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze it.
But no double play here as he's back in safely at third. Steven Rios steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Pitch popped up. Kluber has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. Lonnie Chisenhall gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Hit hard towards center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Now this is cut and thrown to first. The tag, and they got him. Number 30 stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front of it, strike 1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Striding in once again, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Rios. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up. The Mud Hens lead it 20-2.
Leading off for the Mud Hens, left fielder
Lester Rogers is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 2-1 after the foul ball there. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And after your guys just gave you 2 runs the last half inning, you don't want to start giving them right back. A leadoff walk? I mean, no way. You can't do that right there.
Casey McGee ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
The right fielder, number 32.
Mike Paulino stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Stepping in now, John Hicks. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Francisco Lindor steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side, hit hard. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Up next for
Mike Napoli steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. A runner at first with no outs here. And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike 2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. The relay throw on to first, a double play. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mudheads are on top, 20-2.
Leading off for Toledo, shortstop.
Into the seats, 0-1. Kluber sets his sights. Here he comes, 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Under it is the center fielder. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 12.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Anthony Gose. He's 5 for 6 to this point. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. And the count will be full. And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Darryl Sinclair will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this will find the wall out near the Cleveland bullpen. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first.
Well, unfortunately, this is probably going to be his last at-bat. This triple will give him 3 legs of the cycle, so unless his guys really go to work, he won't have a chance to finish it off. But either way, he's had a tremendous ball game. And this is the capper right here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
And the catch will be made out there in right center, but it ought to be deep enough to get the run home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Steven Rios is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And give these guys credit at the plate. They made him burn through an awful lot of pitches here tonight. They're making him work.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. Into the box now, Lester Rogers. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. On the ground to third. To his left, Ramirez. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Casey McGee steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a...
And the run is in to score from third. Mike Paulino stands into the box, 2 for 6 thus far. And this is low, ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Hit to short. Scooped up. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Number 55.
John Hicks started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as the blowout continues.
A 3-run inning was bad enough, but they've piled on now to make this a 7-run inning on the grand slam. And I tell you, there aren't many teams that get 7-run innings and wind up losing the game.
In now, Dixon Machado.
Now batting.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Takes this the other way to right. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
And at this point, he may as well just go ahead and flip the ball underhand to him at the plate because they're just teeing off on him right now. I mean, I don't know what more you need to see.
Anthony goes. Stands in as he looks at a called strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get there as it falls in. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, this is just turning into a game for the ages now. This is his 6th hit of the game. My partner, Steve, he had months where he didn't get 6 hits.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and not in time as the second run scores. At the plate, Theo Courtney earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Tap foul at home plate. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mud Hens lead it 29-2. Jose Ramirez will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Here's the first pitch to him. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, these guys still have some work to do, but this is a good start. Leadoff home run, cuts one off the lead, but they're still going to need to manufacture a few more to get back in this ballgame.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Courtney comes up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 10,
Yan Gomes digs in with one run in and one gone in the inning. Chopped weakly to the left. McGee charging this one. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, number 30.
Number 30 steps into the box. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3. And they will tag him out between first and second. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The Mudheads are on top, 29-3. Steven Rios digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.